everybody, I am back again with Four Freedoms Park to share another book with you in celebration of the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment. Today, we're going to read a book all about a woman who fought for the right for women to vote. It's called Fight of the Century, Alice Paul Battles Woodrow Wilson for the Vote, by Barb Rosenstock and illustrated by Sarah Green. So, Fight of the Century. The challenger? In this corner, standing 5 feet 6 inches, 100 pounds, wearing long skirts and a large-brimmed hat, women's rights leader, Alice Paul. The champion? In this corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches, weighing 170 pounds, wearing a wool suit and oval glasses, the President-elect of the United States, Woodrow Wilson. This fight determines whether the women of the United States can vote, folks. The winners changes the country forever. Round 1. The fight starts before Woodrow knows it. The day before his inauguration as president, he steps off the train in Washington, D.C., expecting cheering crowds to greet him, and almost no one is there. Where are all the people? At Alice's parade. On March 3rd, 1913, 26 floats, 9 bands, and more than 5,000 women from almost every state march up Pennsylvania Avenue. They wave brilliant silk banners. Votes for women. We want the vote. We demand an amendment. Alice heads the parade committee. She marches with college women in caps and gowns, topped with purple and gold suffrage sashes. She's done it. The largest protest ever seen in the nation's capital. For more than 50 years, many women and some men worked to change each state's suffrage laws so that women might vote. Still, women vote in just a few states. Alice leads a group of women tired of waiting. They want the new president's attention. They want Congress to pass an amendment to the Constitution. They want America's women to get the vote now. Vote? Woodrow's head spins. Proper ladies shouldn't even march in public. Alice knocks the wind right out of him. Ding! End of round 1. In Woodrow's corner, a crowd lines the parade route, 500,000 strong. Angry men spill into the street. They push, pinch, spit, and throw lit cigars at the marchers. Go home where you belong. The suffrage parade dissolves into a riot, and hundreds are injured. Woodrow knows the best place to fight back. At his house, the White House. On March 17th, 1913, Alice and 4 other suffragists march into the vast East Room. Alice arranges her skirts and gets ready to meet the new president, Woodrow Wilson, head on. And that brings us to round 2. The president enters with a smile. He shakes Miss Paul's hand. Such small hands. Such a ladylike dress. He expects a tougher opponent. This should be quick. Woodrow stands. The women sit. He lectures. They listen. The president never thinks about votes for women. The president works on important issues. The ladies must let him get back to running the country. Then Alice steps up. She hurls arguments left and right. What is more important than democracy? What is more important than freedom? The president must support votes for women, or else. The president backs off, reeling. But the round isn't over yet. Alice keeps Woodrow on his toes. She sends more suffragists to meet him, and more. Almost every month, Woodrow spars with groups of ladies who want to vote. Some stand while he sits, others lecture while he listens, and he hates it. So he ducks, he dodges. For 3 years, Woodrow fights back in the simplest way possible. He ignores them. Ding! End of round 2. The president is out. In Alice's corner, suffragists hammer Congress with a Votes for Women petition over 18,000 feet long. They swing a huge banner off the balcony during Woodrow's annual address to Congress. They shift their headquarters right across from the White House. Woodrow can see the suffrage flag from his daughter's bedrooms, and still there are no votes for women. Alice strikes back in a brand new way, with silence. On January 10th, 1917, Alice and 11 others march to the White House gates. They hold poles hung with heavy banners. Mr. President, what will you do for women's suffrage? How long must women wait for liberty? And they say nothing. Day after day, groups of women take turns as silent sentinels. They stand 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. It's a first. Picketing the president? That's not in the rules. It rains? They stand. It sleets? They stand. It snows? They stand. Woodrow invites the ladies in for hot coffee. They ignore him. The Daily News. War. Newspapers across the country cover the pickets. Woodrow grows angry. One early spring day, over 1,000 suffragists march around the White House. That same spring, the United States enters World War I in Europe. Woodrow meets with foreign leaders, gives orders to generals, and rallies the country with speeches. He's too busy. He forgets to keep an eye on Alice, but he better watch out. Sure enough, Alice sees her opening. She pummels Woodrow with his own words. Her silent sentinels carry banners quoting the president's wartime speeches on freedom. The banners ask, how can the president fight for democracy around the world when half his own citizens can't vote? It's a good question, folks. It looks like the president might be in trouble. Ding! End of round 3. In Woodrow's corner, soldiers and sailors tear suffrage banners to tatters. Small boys throw eggs and rotten tomatoes. Grown men push and choke the women. How dare they bother the president in wartime? The silent sentinels never fight back with their fists. They let themselves be dragged off, but they always return. But Woodrow gets tough. Police arrest the suffragists for blocking the sidewalk. Alice gets the longest sentence, 7 months in a filthy, infested jail. But she won't back down. Guards keep her alone, away from all the other prisoners. She stays on her feet. They shine bright lights in her eyes, won't let her sleep, and say she is crazy. No matter what they do, she will not quit. Alice spins and catches Woodrow off guard. She stops eating. More than 150 suffragists go to prison. Some are choked and beaten by guards. Others join Alice's hunger strike. Will these women die for the right to vote? People across the country want the president to do something. In Alice's corner, the suffragist cause gets stronger. More and more citizens disagree with Woodrow. Women all over the country help the war effort, Mr. President, so why can't they vote? The unbelievable happens. Woodrow weakens. He stumbles. He staggers. Ding! Do we have a new champion? Yes. After more than 4 years in the ring with Alice Paul, Woodrow Wilson throws in the towel. On January 9th, 1918, the president supports the suffrage amendment. Now, Alice and Woodrow fight on the same side. Congress passes the suffrage amendment, but at least 36 states need to approve it. Alice gives speeches. Woodrow writes letters. Together, they defend democracy and champion freedom. And they don't quit until the 19th Amendment, granting women the right to vote, finally becomes a law on August 26, 1920. And the country changes forever. Because of Alice, because of Woodrow, and their fight of the century. 19th Amendment, ratified August 18th, 1920. The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. The end. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that book, and stay tuned. There is more coming. See you later.